Get ready for the show, it's about to begin. Pro fan talk when we dive right in. Sports talk, hot takes, ain't nothing we lack. We the real fans, nothing holding us back. Mic check, 1, 2, y'all know the drill. We bringing the energy, we keep it real. Touchdowns on liquid air, on the slam dunks on the court. Every sport, every game, we holding down the fort. We breaking down the plays, dissecting the stats. Pro fan talk, we keeping it fat. Debating with passion, no filter, no doubt. We the voice of the fans, we scream and we shout.
What's going on, folks? Happy Thursday to you. Daniel Berry's in the building. What's going on? Appreciate you. Came in a little bit late tonight, but I said 9:30, maybe 9:45. So we're about right. It's 4 minutes left in the Eagles game and 5 minutes left in the Phoenix-Chicago game. Chicago's getting drubbed. Oh, Eagles just converted a 2-point conversion to take the lead. So it's 14-13 with 4 minutes, 23 seconds left. So Tanner McKee is just Tanner McKee might be proving the point that the worst acquisition that Howie Roseman did this year was getting Kenny Pickett, because Tanner McKee is our QB2. Kenny Pickett cannot be our second quarterback. He's going to be holding the clipboard. So he's just going to be a very expensive clipboard holder this year because Tanner McKee's got it lit. Kenny Pickett is not doing what he needs to do. So, and then looking at the turn this down a little bit. Looking at the Chicago game, WNBA action started again tonight. Chicago and Phoenix is playing. Kalia Copper, fresh off the gold medal, and Brittany Griner and Taurasi. They are dragging Chicago, like literally dragging them right now. Chicago has been fighting back to keep it a 20-point game. It is 76-60, so it's a 16-point game right now with 4 minutes left. So it's been, it's not even been close. And Kennedy Carter's not even playing tonight, so that kind of proves the point that Angel Reese is not the best player on that team. It's Kennedy Carter, because it was a 20-something point lead for a minute. So yeah, they're getting drubbed. Chicago's getting drubbed. Eagles just took the lead. And been trying to see some things on with the Eagles. Cody K, they do look rough. They do look a little rough, little bit. But you got to remember, it's plain vanilla. I've seen some good things. I like what they're doing with the running backs right now. The running backs have been a true outlet tonight. The running backs have been the check down to, the emergency, nobody's open. So they've been getting the ball to the running backs, Kenny Gainwell and Shipley. They've had plenty of opportunities tonight. So, and they've been running the ball pretty good. Defense has been playing relatively well. I'll tell you what, Nakobe Dean has been everywhere tonight. Nakobe Dean has looked good tonight. You know how I feel about the wheel routes, man. The wheel routes put linebackers on them skates. That means they got to go side to side, backwards, and they got to turn their hips and run with a running back. And most linebackers can't do that. So that's our advantage. Who just got the sack? Is that Jalix Hunt? No, Barkley? Who was that? I couldn't tell. He dropped it. So defense is looking halfway decent tonight, man. So I like what I've been seeing. Like I said, all the linebackers have been playing well. Zach Bond looked good. I haven't really seen anything from Trotter. I'm going to have to check the stats. But like I said, Nakobe Dean's all over the place. He's all over the place tonight. So I got two things going. I'm rubbernecking up here for the Eagles game. I got the basketball game right here. Oh, my God. Brittany Griner just hits a 3 over Camila Cardoso. Damn. Cardoso was just like, what am I supposed to do with that? Not a damn thing. Yeah. Yeah, they're getting drubbed. They're getting drubbed. What's the stats looking like? I know Angel Reese get her double again. I think she only got 3 points. Is that correct? 8 rebounds, 3 points. No, that's not right. That's not right. She gotta have a double by now. Yeah, she got 15 and 11. Punt return. Get out of bounds. So Nolan Smith has had a decent game tonight. Nolan Smith will be fine. He gonna have to pick his spots. Everybody want they gotta, gets sacks and all of that kind of stuff. And you got to remember that the other guy on the other side of the ball get paid too. So he's had a couple good plays tonight and been in on some plays. He's had a decent game. He's definitely had a decent game. So right now, Tanner McKee is just running the show. I think Kenny Pickett just demoted himself to QB3. And then, of course, Kalia Copper is in her bag. And fresh off the gold medal, she is just killing Chicago right now. Kalia Copper is leading all scores with 29 points. Dana Evans has got 14 for Chicago. Phoenix is all in their business, man. Brittany Griner and Kalia Copper they working. Diana Taurasi even got 11 points tonight. So 2 minutes, 37 seconds left in the Eagles game. So, I'm hoping. It's all good, man. I'm very realistic about preseason. Don't get too high, don't get too low. Everybody's going to do some bad things. Everybody's going to do some good things. So you got to kind of keep it even keel for preseason because everything's vanilla. They're not doing stunts. They're not doing hidden coverages. They're not doing the strategies that would give Nolan Smith and N'Kobe and Trotter. They're not doing the things to give them advantages. It's just like one-on-one, raw, go at it. So that's why you can't worry about it. Chicago game's about over. Minute 40 left. Fall. Minute 42 left in that game. This game's about over. Cardoso's got 8 points tonight. She don't get no rebounds, though. So, yeah, Nolan Smith will be fine. He'll be fine. They look pretty good. I got to get on. Let me see. You know what? I don't even need to be watching this damn basketball game no more. It's not even close. I will say Celeste Taylor has looked halfway decent for Phoenix. Celeste Taylor has she got 6 points, hit a couple threes, but she can handle the ball. That's just another indication that Christy Sides just didn't want to play her. She can play. She just didn't play her. But let me go back to the NFL. Let me see what the Eagles is doing in the box scores. Get back to the line of scrimmage. Box scores. Tanner McKee is having himself a day. 15 for 18, 140 yards. He's got a 99% rating. Kenny Pickett, 11 for 13, 67. Will Greer, did he get hurt? All the running backs playing pretty good again. Tyrion Davis-Price, Will Shipley, Lou Nichols, Kenny Gainwell. All the running backs have been playing good in this preseason. So Joseph Nagata's been getting the bulk of the work, the receiving. He's got 5 catches. E.J. Jenkins, he had one good catch where he skied up and got it. He's got 5 catch. Will Shipley. A lot of running backs getting work, getting receptions. Will Shipley's got 4. Kendall Milton's got 1. Gainwell's had 3. Lou Nichols has got 2. So they throwing the ball to the running back, man, and that's what I like to see. 2:37 left, 3rd and 8. Tanner McKee's going down, got a man open. He did not get his second foot in bounds. He did not get his second foot down. He should have. That was a great pass. Get your foot down. Hey, that was a great pass by Tanner McKee. Great pass. I appreciate that, Cody K. It'll probably pick up a little bit once the game is over with. So it'll, the game is still going on. Excuse me. Chicago game just ended 85-65. They put 20 points up on them. Damn. They got their ass kicked. They got their ass kicked. I guess Chicago, after round and found out how valuable Kennedy Carter is. They said she was non-COVID sick. I don't know what that, I know what that means, but still. I just thought that was suspect after everything she said the other day. So, yeah. Angel Reese had 11 points and 15 rebounds, 2 steals, and 1 assist. That's a good stat game for Angel Reese. She keep going doing the double-doubles, but when you get your ass kicked by 20, she ain't putting the ball in the bucket. You need somebody that can hit jump shots. She tried to hit a jumper. She ain't got a jumper yet. So, but in any case, I can turn this off. We'll talk about that tomorrow. They got flabbergasted. So, let's play by play. They get a field goal. They can still win this game. Where is the I always forget Gamecast full play by play. Who's got like the stat sheet? Let me go to NFL.com. I got notes, man, and I just stopped taking them. I saw that. I'm gonna go over this stuff again once the game's actually over. What's up, little G? Bradbury got burned early. Twice. He got burned twice tonight. Kenny Pickett missed John Ross deep. Should have been a touchdown, but I wasn't quite sure if it was John Ross that just couldn't find the ball or did Kenny Pickett just not throw a good ball. He threw it inside. No, or I think John Ross looked inside and then Kenny Pickett threw it outside, but I don't know. So I don't know who that was on, but that should have been a touchdown because John Ross had his man beat. Good pressure by the defensive line. Maddox had he lost one wide receivers in the flats one time. That was on a particular play. Defense was aggressive, but nobody was wrapping up, which was annoying. No one was wrapping up on defense. Zach Bond looked good versus the run. One play he beat the offensive guard into the hole on the goal line. Avonte Maddox had a pick tonight. Tyler Steen hurt his ankle. He got stepped on and then they carted him out. Didn't look too serious though. So we'll see. We still looking kind of sus. The offense looking suspect against the blitz. And then I highlighted the one play. Nakobe Dean blitzed the quarterback. Got his hand on the quarterback. The quarterback still got the pass off. And Nakobe Dean got back into play and made the tackle. Nakobe Dean was everywhere tonight. So that's good hustle, knowing what's going on. You're not going to make every play, but the dude's got a nose for the ball and he gets to it. So I ain't got no problem with Nakobe Dean. People can sleep on him if they want to. I know everybody got all enamored with Jeremiah Trotter Jr. last week. I mean, rightfully so, but again, still preseason, so you got to pump your brakes a little bit. But Nakobe Dean had a game today. He had a really good game today. He did look good. So defense is looking better. I really do need to see them wrap up a little bit more. But again, it's preseason. They don't hit in camp and all of that kind of stuff. So you know what I always say, the team that can tackle the best and can get acclimated the quickest In the regular season, they'll have the leap. They'll have the advantage. So, but we look good. We look good, with the exception of Kenny Pickett and Bradbury. And also the backup, or I think it was the third string left tackle. He was a turnstile a couple times a night. So, little G, what you say? You're a big fan of the Eagles 2024 season. Better Eagles win 14-3. Ah, nice. Gonna be your uncle. Congratulations. Good catch. Good catch. So, a lot of stuff going on, man. A lot of stuff. I did not expect all of those players on Phoenix, because Khalid Copper didn't play that much, and for the most part, neither did Diana Taurasi. So they should have pretty much fresh legs. Khalid Copper played that last game, the gold medal game, but other than that, she was mad because she wasn't getting enough playing time. Blitz. Oh my God, and you missed the man. You ran right past him. Who was that? Eli Ricks? He whiffed on the blitz. He whiffed on the sack. And you know how you smiling and you looking at the scoreboard? Yeah, he whiffed at it. Yeah, that was Eli Ricks. He should have had a sack. Moving too fast, got out of control, and the quarterback just slipped right underneath him. Should have been a surefire sack. Oh, get the ball, get the ball. That's ball game right there. That's a bad snap by the Patriots, and the Eagles recover, so they can run out the clock. Minute 47. They're gonna try to score to just put it away. Nice job by the defense. Defense is looking all right. Linebackers are looking all right. They're taking advantage of their opportunities and making things happen. What are you going to ask for? That was just a bad snap. And Brandon Smith comes in, gets the ball, and that's all she wrote. So, game is over. We're going to run out the clock. Yep. That's a wrap. Great job. Great job. I'm going to go get me something to drink. I'll be right back. Let this game go over. Because I'm looking for people to start coming through now that the game's over with. Both of them. All right. I had to get something to drink. I should have got water. I got to stop drinking so much damn soda. I was doing pretty good for a while, but it is what it is. But anyways, just a heads up. Some breaking news for me. Tomorrow at 6:00. Tomorrow at 6:00, I'm going to be on Urban Fryer's podcast. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. And then at 7:30, and then I'm going to do the Indiana game. The Indiana game starts at 8, and then I'll do a post-game show after the Indiana. Who does Indiana play? Indiana plays. Goodness gracious. My brain is. Indiana plays. Oh, they play Phoenix. Ooh, that's kind of ugly for Phoenix. They play tonight and then they got to travel. Huh. Oh, no. They're in Chicago. Okay, they're in Chicago. That's right. So they go from Chicago to Indiana. Okay, so that's not that bad. That's a easy bus ride. That's an easy bus ride, so they'll be all right. But yeah, it's the Eagles are we are okay. We are okay right now. Like I said, I'm not going to get too high or too low based on what goes on in preseason. Preseason is the time to make mistakes. That's when it's supposed to happen in preseason. So let it happen. Right now, back to the WNBA, New York Liberty is just killing the Los Angeles Sparks, 57-28. And I would think it would have been the opposite. I'm thinking that all of these teams that had all these girls in the Olympics, they was going to be tired, but Phoenix put it on. They murdered Chicago, and New York is all up in Los Angeles business. And then tomorrow you got Seattle at Atlanta, Phoenix at Indiana, and then what's the late game? Connecticut at Dallas. So, but let me do a little recruiting while I'm on here. I got to start checking my SEOs and all that kind of stuff. I got to get into all of that again. Why did they decline that? Why would you decline that? And you can see feedback, see details. Issues game thread post. I don't even know what that means. Whatever. I ain't gonna get too in the weeds about it. So it is what it is. All right. They got that win. It wasn't the prettiest thing in the world, but they got it done. Let me see if I can get some stats here. Let me see if I can go. Let's try NFL.com. Let's do scores. Saturday, watch games. Scores, game recaps, preseason week 2. So I'm looking for. This is week 2. So where's the game? Damn it. They just got it done. Saturday the 17th. Are you serious? Oh my goodness. 24 preseason week 2. So how come? There we go. Why is it always at the end? Damn. 14-13 final. I want to get the whole play sheet. Is it up yet? No, not up yet. Scoring drives. Maybe they don't do it for the for preseason. Scoring drives. I want to see all drives, but they don't have Interesting. Yeah, they're not showing the whole play sheet. At least they're not right now. Huh. So much for that. Am I missing something? Scoring drives, stats, highlights. Tanner McKee. Yeah, man. It looks like Howie Roseman's worst acquisition is going to be Kenny Pickett. So, yeah, Tanner McKee is balling. Jalen Hurts hasn't played yet, so. Cody K, I like the rookie class too, man. They've been balling. They've made the most out of the opportunities tonight, and they've had good camps. They're gonna have a lot of tough decisions at running back. Our linebackers are playing better than expected. Our secondary is looking halfway decent. Question marks. I don't know what they're gonna do with Bradbury. He'll be the most expensive rookie, or not rookie, but expensive safety on the squad, and he's not playing at that level anymore. He looks like he can't run anymore. It's just like you lose your speed or something. I don't know what it is, but he just yeah, I don't know, not getting it done. So we'll see what they're going to end up doing. But it was kind of a boring game. They had spurts. I didn't even know if they were going to play for a minute because of the storms that were going on up in that by Gillette Stadium and in Foxborough. It was bad for a minute, so didn't look like it was going to clear up. But it did. But you could tell they were a little bit slipping and sliding in that game today. So we'll see what they get. But Rox Tucker and John Clark. Yeah. Kind of boring game, but I like what I saw. Ain't nobody lighting it up yet. So, it is what it is in that regards. So, still a lot of vanilla play. Yeah, I'm looking at some highlights. Nolan Smith had a decent game today. Nolan Smith looked like he had a decent game today. Devontae Maddox, they're showing his pick again. Looked like he got tired because he could have broke to the left and scored. I think he was running out of gas, though. Kenny Gainwell got a lot of work today. Shipley got a lot of work today. Tyler Steen went down. Somebody stepped on his ankle. Yeah, they literally stepped on his ankle. So I don't think it doesn't look bad. It might be a high ankle sprain, but it depends because you got a big offensive tackle or guard or whoever that was stepped on his foot, and he put all his pressure on there. So ain't no telling what it's going to look like, but I think we'll be okay. Nolan Smith had a bullshit call on him. Trying to block a pass, he comes down and helmets touch. So if it touches a quarterback's helmet, they're going to throw the flag. It was a BS play. It wasn't intentional, and it wasn't even impactful. So the ball was already gone. Just unfortunate situation. This is BS call. Can't even play football no more. So there's what it is. So James Bradbury got sucked inside on an RPO, and it just looked bad. Anytime Drake May runs on you and scores, yeah, that's not a good look. So here's what it is. We got 2 more weeks, though. 2 more weeks. Not this Saturday coming, but the following Saturday, I will be at the field versus the Vikings. I will be doing content that is a 1:00 game. So I'm probably going to be down at the stadium early. I know we have an NFLPA meeting at 11. The game starts at 1. I don't know what we're going to be doing. I don't know if we're going to be doing pregame or if we're going to be doing like halftime stuff. Because I know before we've done it at halftime, we go out, they announce everybody, we wave at the crowd, and then we walk off. I would definitely try to stream that. I don't know if I'm going to if I'm going to be able to do that through that stadium. I will try, but no guaranteed. So we'll see what's going to happen, because it'll be 8 million people in there, everybody trying to stream it. But matter of fact, I don't think I will. What I'm going to do, because every time I try that, it doesn't work. And I end up wasting, using up my battery and all of that kind of stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it now, and I'm going to say, when I get down there early, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to go do like some tailgating and stuff like that, meet some people down there, and maybe get some people in a live stream before the big crowd gets there. And then our meeting starts at 11. It's not going to last too long. We're probably just going to say a couple things and keep it moving. And then I'll be in the stadium. So when I get down there, I'll be on the outside, and then I'm going to go in the stadium. Now, once I'm in the stadium, I probably won't be streaming a lot. But what I'm going to do is when I actually go out on the field, I am going to film it. And then as soon as I can, I'm going to upload it, and hopefully we'll have some good content. So that should be fun. It'll be a bunch of people there, bunch of former Eagles. Hopefully I'll see my guy. Hopefully Seth will be there. Hopefully one of my good friends, Willie T. Usually Calvin is there, Calvin Williams, Fred Barnett, Irvin and Tank will be there. Let me see. Tanner McKee wants to be. Listen, Gator. Tanner McKee is QB2. Kenny Pickett is not. Kenny Pickett is not the answer at QB2. So yeah, Tyler. It was a kind of a boring game. Defense played well. We had just talked about that. Nakobe Dean was all over the place. Tanner McKee lit it up. He had a good game tonight, moving the ball. Yeah, they looked halfway decent. Everything was still vanilla. A couple penalties. Tyler Steen got hurt. He got his ankle stepped on. So they carted him off. But it doesn't look like is anything necessarily serious, but we don't know. That was just a precaution. The field was wet because it was bad storms in Boston, in the Foxborough area. So the field was kind of slick. So it was a lot of slipping and sliding, but it was an ugly win, but we got the win, I guess, 14-13. So I guess that's something to be happy about. Say hey to all the Purple People Eaters. Purple People Eater fan on Saturday at the game, my boy Jackie Bam Bam from WMMR. Let me know where they're gonna be. Because I'll be blasting that all next week. So I'm still gonna go live, and then the game is on Saturday. So all week I'll be talking about what's gonna happen. So I'm trying to, if there'll be some people down there tailgating, let me know where they're gonna be. I'll try to go check them out and see them and get some content and all of that kind of stuff. So that should be fun. I'm looking forward to that. So John Clark and Mike Quick's up. But yeah, that should be fun, man. I'm looking forward to that. Last year when I did it, I actually tried to pregame when I was on the field, when everybody was warming up. I actually tried to stream when I was on the field, and I could only get it going for like 2-3 minutes and it would turn off. And then my microphones was all jacked up. So I'm going to be troubleshooting for the rest of this week, all next week. So I can have my mics on. I got lapel mics, so I can record through my phone, all of that type of stuff. But a lot of times, I don't want to. I know I filmed some stuff the other day when I was at Eagles practice, and then my mics didn't work at all. So I was like, what the hell? So I'm thinking, like, I'm going to try it, make sure it's working. And then if it don't work, I'm going to go raw. I'll just have the phone and that's it. But I will definitely be filming when I walk on the field. Nice. You'll be at the Springsteen concert. Listen, let me know who he is. Let me know who he is. Tell him to look for me. If they're going to be at the game early, because like I said, we'll be down on the field when both teams are out there warming up. When it gets closer to game time, we're not going to be on the field. It might be a couple guys that walk around the field during the game, might be behind the bench or something like that. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but most of the time we'll be in the FanDuel lounge eating, because you got all the free food and all that kind of stuff in there. So a lot of times you don't want to go out on the field, because what they do is once you out on the field, you got to stay there. And then you can't come back in until halftime. So it depends. But pregame, I'll probably be out there. Just let me know where he is, where he's sitting. And if he's close to the field, I'll go over there and holler at him, shake hands, sign an autograph or something like that. Absolutely, man. Just let me know. And anybody else that's going to be at the game, I will be there. I got a couple of friends of mine, good friends when I used to work for Apple. They are both of them are Vikings fans. So I always tell them to let me know who you want me to get pictures of, and I'll send them to you. So that should be fun. What do you think about Trotter Jr. over Dean? I don't know, man. Trott's having a good camp, but Dean looked impressive tonight. Nakobe Dean looked good tonight. Matter of fact, there was one play. I don't know what the hell happened, but Nakobe Dean was lined up at cornerback. I guess they were in some type of man coverage, and I guess the running back lined up outside, and he went with him and backed up off, and he looked like a cornerback, a DB. He was about 8 yards off the ball, covering this man on the outside. And I was like, what the hell are they doing? So, but in any case, Nakobe Dean looked good tonight. So, Trotter, he didn't look bad. I'm trying to see what his stats were tonight. Let me see. I don't like the ESPN stats. Here we go. Rushing, defense, fumbles. Defensive stats. Nakobe Dean, 5 tackles, 4 solos. Avonte Maddox, 3 tackles, 3 solos and a pick. Tristan McCullum, Ben Van Sumeren, Thomas Booker, Bryce Huff, PJ Mustapher, Jalix Hunt all had 3 tackles and various solos. Some of them had 2 solos, some of them had 1. But they were all in the game. Zach Bond had 2 and 2. Tyler Hall had 2 and 2. Eli Ricks had 2 and 2. Devin White, he had 1 and 1. He didn't play very long though. So yeah, it was defense did pretty good, but Nakobe Dean led the team in tackles today with 5 tackles, 4 solos. So, like I said, he was everywhere today. He balled out today. So I would still give it to Nakobe Dean, because Nakobe Dean, he's got a little bit more experience. But Trot Jr., it would not surprise me if Jeremiah Trotter Jr. is a starter by the end of the year, for one reason or the other. Because the way our luck has been the last couple of years, it's getting difficult to stay healthy. So it's everybody looked good, man. Everybody looked good. And again, this is what I like to see. Check this out. Receiving. Will Shipley had 4 receptions. Milton had 1. Kenny Gainwell had 3. Lou Nichols had 2. Tyrion Davis-Price had 1. So they are throwing the ball to the running backs. That's exactly what I want to see. That's exactly what I want to see. Listen, Gator, I don't care who gets the first sack. If it's Trotter, if it's Nakobe, I'm partial to Nakobe for the simple reason that I met Nakobe. I got a chance to talk with him when I was at his it was a couple of the Eagles legends. That's what they call the alumni, the legends. It was a couple of us out there. We went to his football camp, and it was me, Gary Cobb, and my buddy Carl Patetti. We was all out there, and I had a chance to talk to him. So I'm a fan of Nakobe now because I had a chance to get to know him. And then when I went up to Eagles practice last week, I got a chance to, reconnect with him there, just dap it up, shake hands, and, ask him how he was feeling, stuff like that, man. But I'm a fan of Nakobe because I want to see the young fella. I want to see him play because he just, Murphy's Law, last couple years, he'd been hurt. He got hurt his first year, then he came back, got hurt again. And with the way things was going last year, just, it was just bad business. So I want to see him finally get a chance to prove what he can do. So, and I think now the situation, Kenny Pickett's on the mic right now, and Kenny Pickett, Tanner McKee is our quarterback too. I don't give a damn how much money they paying Kenny Pickett. So, but yeah, Gator, the first time Trot makes a tackle or something like that, the link is gonna go nuts for sure. So I'm looking forward to that, but I don't care. It's going to be Devin White, and I think it's going to be either Nakobe or Zach Bond. But the way Vic Fangio is going right now, there's going to be a lot of change up with that. So it doesn't matter. As long as the defense can tackle, we'll be good. I think our secondary is going to be better than a lot of people think. And when I say a lot of people, I'm talking about the people outside of Philadelphia. I think our secondary, we finally got it together. And we should be good to go. I'm renaming August QB3 All-Star season. What's going on, Kel? We should be good, man. We should be good. I think the defense is better just because of Vic Fangio. Sight unseen, regardless of who we got playing, I think Vic Fangio makes our defense go from bottom of the barrel to at least midway to at least average in the middle of the pack. And that's a big improvement. That's a huge improvement. And now looks like we got some playmakers. It looks like Keely Ringo is here to stay. It looks like Quinyon Mitchell is the real deal. Don't know about Cooper DeJean yet, but we're waiting to see what Nolan Smith is going to do. Jalen Carter is the real deal. Jordan Davis is the real deal. Ojomo is the real deal. Milt Williams is the real deal. And then you got Josh Sweat. BG's gonna get him 1 or 2. He's gonna sneak in there and make some plays. You already know that. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. The defense is gonna be as advertised. The offense is gonna be as advertised. And I don't put any stock into what a lot of these people on the media shows and ESPN, the morning shows and stuff. I don't give a damn what they're saying. Huff is looking good too, man. I think Vic Fangio knows what he wants to do with these guys. And you got to look at it like this. If it's not Huff, then it's Jalix Hunt. Jalix Hunt's been looking good. So I'm not going to look at what happened with the Jets last year with Bryce Huff. He must be doing something right. That's all I'm going to say. He must be doing something right. So now he's on another defensive line with a lot of talented players. So you're in a situation where you got to pick your poison. So is it going to be Josh Sweat? Is it going to be Brandon Graham? Is it going to be Bryce Huff? Is it going to be Ajomo? Is it going to be Milt Williams? You got problems. So I think Bryce Huff is going to be just fine. Is he going to be Hassan Reddick? I hope he can get to – all I need from him, if we can get 10 sacks out of him, that would be phenomenal. I need at least 8. So, we'll see. There's a lot of time left. And all depends on what we do. We really don't know what Vic Fangio is going to do because everything is vanilla right now. So, like I said, the kid, he knows how to play. I'm not just going to call that a fluke. And now he's coming he's going to be a part of a better arguably better defensive line. So, yeah, man, I'm looking at 8 sacks. He's got to get 8. To me, 8 sacks says he was worth it. That's what that says to me. But I need him to optimally. You got to remember, he is taking the place of Hassan Reddick, one of the best in the league. So optimally, I need him to get at least 11. Because what you got to do is, the reason why I say 11 is I need him to replace Hassan Reddick's production. That's what I need. And let's be real, Hassan Reddick probably could have had 12, 13 if they hadn't been dropping them back in coverage like they were doing. So it is what it is. But when you replace somebody like Hassan Reddick, they got to replace production. I'm looking at the situation in San Francisco. It looks like the deal is going to happen. It hasn't been official yet, but it looks like all the things are in place. So probably by the end of this weekend, Brandon Ayuk might be in Pittsburgh. And if that happens, who is San Francisco getting that's going to replace that production? Everybody gets into, if he don't want to be here, get rid of him. All of that kind of stuff. That's all well and good, but when you get rid of a player like that, somebody has to replace his production. That means somebody's got to come in from the outside, a stranger. They got to get used to Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy has to get used to them. They got to get comfortable with him. They got to know the nuance and the unwritten rules and the unsaid, unspoken communication, things of that nature. There's a lot to learn when you coming into a well-oiled machine like San Francisco. So, not disrespectful. I'm just looking at it from the standpoint of the situation we had with the coaches last year. I know Hassan Reddick is gone. I know Fletch is gone. But I'm looking at it from the standpoint of Brandon Graham, Josh Sweat, Jalen Hunt, Bryce Huff, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Ajomo, Milt Williams. That's still a phenomenal defensive line. And not for nothing else, take the lineup out of it. My point, Kev, is strictly with nobody but Vic Fangio. Vic Fangio puts our defense mid-tier to start before we do anything, before anybody takes a snap. The fact that we have Vic Fangio takes us from the bottom of the barrel to mid-tier. I'm not saying we top 5 or top 10. No, we somewhere between 15 and 20. But that's a hell of a lot better than what we were last year. And we don't know who our starters are. It seems like the linebacker situation is a lot better. It seems like Nolan Smith might show up. Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, that whole group might play a little bit better. It seems like Our secondary is looking pretty decent. The X factors are, how is Devin White, Zach Bond, Nakobe Dean, how are they actually going to play? The X factor is, how is our defense going to tackle as a team? That's still an X factor for me. And some of the stuff I saw tonight, early, bouncing off a little bit, not getting guys down. And that, that's one of the things I was saying last year. As bad as our defense was playing last year, if we could just tackle, our defense would have been much better. If we could have just tackled, but we couldn't do that. Everybody was out there making business decisions. And that's one of the things that happens when you lose it, because everybody goes, oh, well, I'm going to go for mine. And I ain't trying to get hurt. So I'm not going to come in and make that play and possibly bruise a shoulder or twist an ankle, or, you trying to make business decisions. You don't want to get yourself hurt because it ain't worth it. And you have that mindset. So that is gone now. I don't know what the situation with Matt Patricia and Sean Desai and all of that kind of stuff is gone now. You got a new teacher in there. So we ain't got the man standing next to the man. We got the man. We got Vic Fangio. We ain't got a disciple of. We got the man. So from that standpoint, that is why I say, sight unseen, our defense will be better than it was last year. And I'm saying that because the way our defense was last year, that's not hard to do. So I'm expecting that, even with the loss of Hassan Reddick and Fletch. Can you imagine what our defense would have done if Vic Fangio was here last year? We wouldn't have been having these problems. We would not have lost that game in damn Seattle. That wouldn't have happened. Coaching matters. Coaching matters. So I don't know what the hell was going on with Sean Desai. I damn sure don't know what was going on with Matt Patricia, but everybody said the same thing. You don't have a defensive coordinator and then bring somebody else in to advise. That's bad for business. And let's not forget, Sean Desai, he had a couple good games under his belt. We kept the number one offense at bay when we played Miami. We shut down the Rams in the second half. Puka Nacua was lighting us up in the first half, if you remember. And then they clamped it up in the second half, and they ain't get nothing. So when you see some of the games we had on defense in the first half of the season before we went on that slide, we had some games where we were making things happen. And then the wheels fell off. I can't tell why the wheels fell off. I don't know why, but they did. Did Sean Desai and Matt Patricia, were they not getting along? Were they not seeing eye to eye? Like, I don't know what the reasoning was, but I didn't think Sean Desai did that bad of a job, because at some point in time, the guys on the field got to be responsible. Fletch even said as much. A.J. Brown said the same. The guys on the field ultimately have to get it done. Coaches can't catch passes. They don't throw passes, and they don't make tackles. It's up to the guys on the field. Now, if you want to blame Sirianni because we had no blitz pickup, I'm with you 100%. I'm with you 100%. But it all ain't it's not all Sirianni's fault. The guys on the field, the defense had a tackle, and they didn't. The offense was doing some things that they shouldn't have been doing. So it is what it is. But now we got some stability. I think Nick Sirianni is in the right spot. A lot of people, just because this era of football and social media and all of that kind of stuff, don't really understand what a CEO coach does. I grew up with CEO coaches. That was the way you operated. It's too much shit to do on that sideline for a head coach to be calling the offense or calling the defense. Where he got to be supremely focused here. It's too much going on when you a head coach. That's why there's not too many coaches do it. And the ones that do it now, they fail. You look at Shanahan. He's a genius. He failed. Harbaugh, he failed. Dan Campbell, he failed. Dan Campbell is not, I think Dan Campbell's a CEO coach too, but he's more on the defense. But still, it's hard to focus with all of that stuff going on the sideline and you trying to do one thing. You can't. So I think Nick Sirianni made the right move in doing what he was doing because a lot of people forget how good Shane Steichen was. They were the one good thing about Shane Steichen because their communication was unparalleled. They had great communication just from the time they spent together in Indianapolis. A lot of people forget that and take that for granted. That's why the Eagles were so good those 2 years with Shane Steichen. And it got better the second year because that was Jalen Hurts' second year in that offense. That second year with Shane Steichen, Jalen Hurts came to camp and he already had the answers to the test. That was his fifth or sixth offensive coordinator since he was in college. Jalen Hurts had a different offensive coordinator every year in college. The first year, the reason, and I remember I did shows on this. I know this is on YouTube somewhere. That second year with Shane Steichen is the first time in Jalen Hurts' college or professional career where he had the same offensive coordinator for a second consecutive year. And it showed. It showed. That's why Patrick Mahomes is so good. He's been in the same offense for how long has he been in the league? Andy Reid got him. He can rattle off that offense backwards and forwards with his eyes closed. Jalen can't do that yet because he done had so many offensive coordinators. And then the other part is if we're successful this year, what's going to happen to Kellen Moore? Does he want to be a head coach? Because if he does, he's probably out of here, which means we got another year rental, which means we got to bring in somebody else, which means Jalen has to learn another offensive scheme. I want to get somebody that's going to stay here for a while, but that is a hard thing to do. Sirianni's on the mic right now. That is a hard thing to do. Kev, I believe it is. I believe finally, and of course I'm saying this because I'm a former running back, but I believe finally Kellen Moore is going to use the running backs the way they should be used. They didn't use Miles Sanders right. They didn't use DeAndre Swift right. They just didn't. And both of them were good backs. Both of them could game breakers. They just didn't use them right. We'll see, Jim. We'll see. But this is the time to, my biggest worry is that I think the Eagles, I think we're going to go to the playoffs. I think Jalen Hurts throws for 4,000 this year. And we'll see how that goes. Because one of the two things is going to happen. Saquon is going to go for 1,500 or Jalen Hurts is going to throw for $4K. So Either way. Either way we win. Either way we win. What I would like to see is the only way that Saquon Barkley does not rush for 1,000 yards is if he has 1,000 plus all-purpose yards. Pass and run. And again, I want to see Kellen Moore use, and I'm bringing this back because I saw what he did in Dallas. I want to see Kellen Moore use play action. I want to see Jalen Hurts line under center and stick that ball out and force those linebackers to move because we got Saquon Barkley and they got to respect him. That's what I want to see. So Kellen Moore's got a good track record, and I want him to continue that track record while he is here. So we'll see. We'll see how it's going to work out. We'll see how it's going to work out, man. But, but this game is over, So we had a good showing tonight. We got the dub. It was boring in the second and third, and then it picked up in the fourth. But again, it's preseason. Tyler, I agree with you 100%. There's no way to pay Saquon all that money and not use him right. It had to be a talk between Howie and Moore to get him, pay him, and use him right. Yeah, but you could have said the same thing about DeAndre Swift last year. And DeAndre Swift had 1,000 yards. But the last year Miles Sanders was here, Miles Sanders had 1,000 yards. And Miles Sanders, here's the thing with Miles Sanders, and I say this a lot. Who was the trying to think who the leading rusher was? I think it was the dude from Oakland. Chubbs? I can't remember. But the leading rusher in the league, I think Miles Sanders ended up second or ended up third or fourth in the league in rushing. He got over 1,000, but here's my point. Miles Sanders, his yards per rush, if you took his average yards per rush and multiply it by the difference in attempts, he would have led the league in rushing. So, example, I think it was Nick Chubb. I think it was. But whoever it was, my point is, let's just say that the leading rusher in the league that year had, let's say he had 150 carries. Miles Sanders only had 50. So if you take the difference, if you take those 50 carries and multiply that times Miles Sanders' yards per rush, Miles wins the rushing title. But it was games where Miles Sanders would touch the ball like 4 times. And it's like, what the hell are y'all doing? And the offensive line was killing folks. That's why it was so frustrating. Our offensive line was that good, and we were not using them. And it didn't make sense to me. Y'all remember, Jalen Hurts got hurt against Chicago the Super Bowl year. It was 17 degrees. And he threw the ball like 28 times. Or no. I take that back. He ran the ball 14 times. He had 14 carries that game. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? It's 17 degrees outside. That is not the game where you run your quarterback. Hand the ball off to the people you pay to run the ball. Don't have the RPOs. Our offensive line was good enough where they was moving the crowd. And why they kept running Jalen Hurts, and then he got dinged up that game. That's when Minshew came in for a couple games. Well, he ended up losing to Dallas. He gave a good effort, but So we got to Kellen Moore's got to be able to use our personnel correctly. I don't care about Daniel Jones. The Giants get what they get. The best thing about Daniel Jones is he's dating Kay Adams. But at the end of the day, the Eagles I think they're going to be as advertised. And people hate it because I'm hearing all of the buzz on some of the shows in the morning. And I'm like, what the hell are y'all talking about? I hate it when people talk about shit that they don't know about. And it's clear you can tell that a lot of these dudes, they're used to the production where they get notes stuck in front of their face, but they don't watch games. They don't go to practice, all of that kind of stuff. And it's irritating. Well, we got Tanner McKee. So we good in that category. But it is what it is. All right, I'm about to get off the mic now. Tomorrow, I will be doing the WNBA game at 7:30. Or no. I think 9 o'clock. I'll probably be on like a little early because I'm scheduled. Let me see. What is the schedule? Hold on. Did I say 9 or 9:30? Because the game starts at 7, I believe. Hold on. Oh, shoot. My channel. And do me a favor, make sure you click subscribe and all that kind of good stuff. I am scheduled for I don't see it. Lord have mercy. I want to say I'm scheduled for 7:30 or I mean for 9. But I can't even find it. There we go. Mercury versus Fever. Of course. It doesn't tell me. I am scheduled for 9:30. 9:30. So there's a chance I might go at like 9:15 or something like that. But I'm scheduled for 9:30, so that'll be about right. Quick off topic, you hear after a month off, Kennedy Carter comes down with an illness. Fresh off a disrespectful social media post, want to borrow my tinfoil hat? No need to. We addressed that earlier because I was still watching the Chicago game, and I don't know if you saw the score to that game. Chicago got their break speed off. Kalia Copper went off. Brittany Griner went off. And, Angel Reese had our double-double, but they lost by damn near 20 points. So, yeah, we did talk about that, bro. I thought the same thing. It was 85-65. They got their doors blown off. And I thought that was sus too. Matter of fact, I put a post on Chicago's Facebook page, and they denied it. They denied it. My post was mayhaps Chicago is figuring out how valuable Kennedy Carter really is, because it's not Angel. Angel can't shoot a jump shot, not yet, anyways. She tried tonight, and no. Stay down low, get what you get, keep doing what you've been doing. You try to pop up on that perimeter, you shortchanging your game. Work on that in the offseason. They got flabbergasted tonight. So I'm with you 100%, Kev. I think Kennedy Carter might be like, y'all going to stop disrespecting me. So we'll see. We'll see. Liberty is 85-58. Shit. Oof. I wonder if Brink is going to be back before the end of the season. I don't know. Yeah, Andrew shot like 28%. I saw that. And here's what I'm saying. I'm thinking Caitlin Clark Caitlin Clark should have. I think I put this on Twitter. If she decides to concentrate, or not concentrate, but if she decides that she wants to work on her rebounding a little bit, she should get 2 more triple doubles before the end of the year. Because you already know she's going to shoot. She can get 10 points with her eyes closed. She can get 10 assists with her eyes closed. And now everybody knows what she wants to do. Everybody knows she's looking to pass the ball. Kelsey Mitchell's be rested. Tammy Fack Bentley is going to be rested. Aaliyah Boston is going to be rested. So now you got 3 prime options for her to get the ball to. You can throw Katie Lou in there. So you get prime options to get the ball to. Everybody's going to have fresh legs. So I'm looking for like Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston to score a little bit better and be able to take those passes and make them assists. That's what they have to do. That's what they got to do. So I'm looking forward to it, man. Can't wait to see it. And I'll be here tomorrow doing the Indiana game, so that should be fun. So stay tuned. Come back and join me tomorrow night, going at 9:30. The game starts at 7:30. So the game should be over by the time I get on, and it'll be a post-game show. But like I said, I'll probably go on a little bit early. I got a schedule for 9:30, but I'll probably be on like 9:15-ish, around there, because I want to talk post-game after the game. So I want a chance to watch it, take some notes and all that kind of stuff, man. But I appreciate you guys. Jen Torino, as always, I appreciate you. Appreciate the talks and the conversations. Tyler was on fire tonight. Kev, as usual. Chris Bruce. Everybody was in there. Cody K came through earlier. Little G, I appreciate you. Daniel Barry, you was the first out the limo, bro. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow night for the Indiana game. And then, of course, see what the NFL is doing during the weekend, I should say. So y'all have a good, enjoy your Friday, enjoy your weekend, and come back tomorrow and check me out tomorrow night. And you guys have a good one. Be safe. God bless. And I will see you on the next one. Peace. And don't forget, tomorrow, 6 p.m., Irvin Fryer. I think it's called Fryer's Place. Irvin Fryer. Used to play for the Patriots. Used to play for the Eagles. He's a friend of mine. I will be on this podcast tomorrow. So I will see you guys there. Peace. Have a good one.